create a web form in Aweber. Now this is, I've already created the list, okay? So right now I'm on the tab that says web form. But this is the list that I just created. So you want to make sure that the web form corresponds to the list that you want to create. Otherwise, if you create a web form, it may go into a different list, okay? So just to keep track of what you're doing, just make sure your list corresponds to the web form. So when the users opt in, you want them to opt into that specific list that you created. So you're going to go ahead and click on Create a Web Form. Now what I like to choose, because I just want the opt-in, I want the name, I want the email, and I want the big button that I'm going to add. So I like the basic. So I'm going to go ahead and load the template. So I don't need a header. So it says header. I'm just going to click on that red X where it says we respect your email privacy. I'm going to delete that, and delete the footer. Now my submit button, I don't want that there. So what I'll do is, you see where it says this is a drop down. In case you didn't see that, just make sure you click on submit button, okay? Because you want the advanced feature. In case you don't like this button, you can edit it by uploading a different button. So I'm going to click on advanced. I'm going to head over to my blog that I've already opened up, and I have a button already in my library. So I'm just going to hit media library. Hopefully it doesn't give me any problems. It's been doing that lately. So here goes. Get access now. That's my button. So I'm going to hit edit. And this is my button image, okay? Basically I uploaded this button to my image. I uploaded this image to my blog. That's what I meant to say. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and copy that. And I'm going to close that. Sorry about that. So I'm going to put this button image right here. And I'm going to back out this HTTP because I've copied it and I don't want it twice. Hit paste. Hit save the web form. I'm going to let it load. Now if you notice, see my big button is there right now? Now I'm going to resize it just so it can kind of look kind of even. Save it again. Success, your web form was saved. That did pop up there. Go to step 2. Kind of walks you through it. Now you want to go ahead and my web form, if you want to name it, and this is the place where you want them to go. So once they get to once they opt in and they enter their name and the email, where do you want them to go? Click on the drop down. You can click on, I usually enter a custom page, put in your URL, just make one up. This is another business site I have. Now if they're already subscribed, what if they opt in and then they try to come back and opt in again? Where do you want them to go? Do you want them to go to the same custom URL? I usually do that, and then you can just copy and paste the same website, or you can just have them go to the already subscribed page. But I'm going to have them go to a custom URL, which is the same page. Do you want this to open up into a new window? Basically what that means is once they opt in, do you want the window to open up right there, or do you want the window to open up in a separate tab? Okay, this way they can have both open. That's entirely up to you. So you want to save the web form, and then you can go to step 3. Now this is where you're going to get that HTTP where you're going to need for your squeeze page. Click on the link that says I will install my web form. You want the raw HTML version. You want all of this. You're going to copy this, all of this. Copy all of it. And you're going to paste it in your squeeze page, or wherever you want it to go. And that's it. So go ahead and try to create a list and create a web form. You can change your buttons out, search the internet. If you don't like the submit button, search the internet to see if you can find a big button. I've heard that big buttons work better. Enter here or let me in or something like that. So I hope this was helpful to you. Give it a shot. I'm sure you'll do just fine.